What's crack-a-lacking? Let's make sure everything is working like it's supposed to. What's up, family people? Welcome to this Saturday party out here happening in these here streets. I just realized after I got everything sort of set up and ready to go that I was having a hard time seeing. And it's because my glasses are trash. So I had to clean them. But in the meantime, let me check on y'all, see what's happening. Welcome to the show. If you guys are new around here, I'm Doc Rock, content creation coach, and all those people over there, that's the LGL family. So if you're new, say hi. They will say what's up to you, and then it's cool. Mr. Paul Duncan is in the building. Turn this down, Doc. There we go. Mr. Paul Duncan in the building. What it do, Beef Stew? How you doing? GG is here. Dina is here. Mabu, hi. It's Saturday. Nope. It's stream day. I love it, Keely. I love it. Right? It's the queen of the kitchen, man. Dina is just straight gangster. I think that's what the kids say. Caleb McCool, what's up, my brother? How are you doing? Happy Saturday, gang gang. What it do? What it do? Mr. Camera Junkie in the builds. What it is? And let's see, we got Jasmine. Long time no see. Good to see you here, Jasmine. Miles. Oh, Miles. I got some stuff to show you today, boy. It's dope. All right, cool. So good to see that you guys all made it. I could have sworn I saw Kali earlier, but I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I thought I saw her pop up, but I could be. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, just super casual today, Q and answer type stuff. If you guys got any questions, you can throw them out there. If not, we'll just make it up as we go along. I just realized that yesterday in trying to show Carly how to do something, I was just pressing all kind of crazy buttons and boom. Yeah. Messed up my whole thing. Anyway, let's do this real quick. I'll put put this over here. Oh, you know what's curious though? Now that, oh, maybe I didn't reboot the machine though. All right, I'm curious. Now that I'm not live, what happens if I try to turn the snap cam thing on now? Like if it'll catch, because yesterday I was trying to do it while I was already live and that wasn't seeming to work. I'm wondering if it does anything now. Actually, no, it doesn't load. It probably needs me to reboot the whole machine. We're not doing that. Not right now. Anyway, gang. So something that was driving me crazy. This is super funny. Something that was driving me crazy because something that I have done for years. And I believe when we switched to Catalina, which in theory was like, what, 2 OSs ago? We had Monterey and then Catalina. I think Big Sur came after Catalina. So yeah, from the time we went to Catalina, this app broke. And then I had just, lost connection with it for a second. So I had kind of forgot about how I used to do it. And then now it's working again, and it really helped me figure out something that I was trying to do. So let me show you guys. This is one of my favorite apps. Man, come here now. We're going to be good. Man, I hate this working off of one monitor. I'm going to have to fix this soon. It just makes my face hurt. All right. So here's a dope app. It's called Hazel, right? And it's named after, at first I thought it was the Brady Bunch, but Brady Bunch was Alice. There was a TV show, I guess, from the 70s or 80s where the housekeeper was named Hazel, and I don't remember which one it is, but I'm assuming that's what it's named after, or maybe the developer's grandma or something like that. But anyway, this is Hazel. Hazel is bomb, right? And I'll show you guys some tricks that I figure out with it in just a little bit. So if you were to purchase Hazel, it's $40, right? Or you could pay $65 more. It was called Hazel. What was it was called Hazel? Anyway, I forget. Oh, maybe it from the Addams Family? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, Brady Bunch was definitely Alice. I remember that. So anyway, oh, what about the robot on the Jetson? What was the robot on the Jetsons' name? Anyway, cool application. And I'm going to show you why. And I'll show you how I use it. And I have to go back and, the TV show was called Hazel. There you go. All right, there you go. I'm going to have to go back into one of my old hard drives with my old Mac setup and pull out the myriad things I was doing with Hazel. And it's crazy because I shouldn't forget, because I swear to you, I've used this app for almost 20 years, right? But I'm glad I found that it still works again. And it is amazing, right? So, right? See, even I think Keels knows, yeah, forgot it exists. This is why it's dope, right? This is why we hot. All right, so check this out. I'm going to give you a couple for instance. So automatically organize, right? So take this movie download folder, and then it's going to see what's in here. And then you can set rules on what happens when things get to that, right? Here's another fantastic one. Disk images. If you're a Mac user, you're always downloading installs. And sometimes when you go check your download folder, it's full of a metric F ton of installs. For me, what's getting on my nerves is, as you know, I download about 4,100 things from Epidemic Sound. And then they go into the download folder and they just be in there. And then when you go in the download folder to look for something, you got like 5,100 Epidemic Sound files in there. And it just, joint gets old, right? See, there you go. So you already did it, Paul, right? Are you saying that you already did it? Because, dude, this is crazy, because I can't believe, I swear to you, I've used this app for like 20 years. And after it broke in Catalina, I had to delete it. And then I don't know how I forgot about it. Busy focusing on live stream stuff. But, game the changer. You know what I'm saying? Like, on the real, though. And now, hold on 1 second. Hi, Michelle. All right. Paul, tell Maestro to get off the keyboard and then jump on and show us how you do it. Because I'm going to make some stuff today because I wanted to show this to Miles because, then I think Miles might have left, so we might have to do this twice. I wanted to show this to Miles because this is what Miles and I was trying to figure out, and it was driving me bombaclot batty, like become straight batty. I was losing my mind. So again, you can do fantabulous things in here, right? Come on now, player. Look at this. Look at this. So you can sort it into the subfolder with the name of the albums, right? And then import it into the music library, and then run an Apple script if you have an Apple script, and then add the tags to the file, and then display a notification on your computer to tell you that it had did all of the things that it said it was fitting to do. I mean, like joints like that, right? So what I'm going to show you guys in a second is what I was doing, what I figured out, but I'm going to just build a new one. But let me show you. Here's another idea, right? Now, to some of y'all who like lightly experienced in that Mac life, this is going to seem a little confusing, but yo, it's legit. Okay, so you're going to make a thing that says file movies. Now, you can name it whatever the heck you want to name it. And you're going to say, if all of these conditions are met, do the damn thing. If the file type, kind and type is same thing. If the file type is movie, all right, let's look what do next. The name matches movie title when released. Boom, let's see what to do next, right? Add the tag movie. Okay, we got that. Rename the pattern, like rename the file the way you like to see it so it's not an ugly title. Okay, like for instance, everything that comes from Epidemic Sound says ES underscore something, something, something. You could change that front ES to like LGL because you want it to be known that you fitting to use this in the show, right? All right, cool. Then you can say, move it to this particular folder over here, and then sort that folder according to the date, right? Like, fam, super, super simple. So I'm going to show you in the instance sort of what I did, just goofballing around. I have a lot more to fix up now that I remember about Hazel. I have to fix some things, but I can't believe that somehow I forgot about it. Yo, Sonny from Las Vegas. First of all, my niece and my sister-in-law just went there yesterday. Yeah, I miss going to Vegas at the moment. That's the 9th island for Hawaii, for you people that don't know. He said, thank you for helping me get my Mac faster by deleting that library cache. It's way faster. Hey, no problem, Sonny. I appreciate you for being here. And it's funny that we were talking about the Jetsons and you got an Elroy. Yo, what it do, Michelle? Right? Mr. Michael is up in here. Let's see. And then JFK Productions says, greetings, brother Doc. Master, thanks for all the advice you've done. Shared on the HHD, SSD, a few screens back. Switch to the sound. Whole family, right? 970s. Whoo. Bomber clot. Rude boy. So you go like, go straddle your head around this area. Nothing but Samsung Evos. They quick. They mad quick. I used to take these two right here. I just took them out of the case because the case has a faulty logic board, but I'm going to go buy a new case. I got a case for these from Blood Clots. I got a case for these from Amazon. I'm going to get an OWC case now. So these are basically two 1 terabyte Evos. If you take two of these, right, and you stick them in a raidable case, right? So there's 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte. I'm going to end up with a 1 terabyte RAID, but it's stupid fast because both of these are like 1,000 a piece as far as the megabits per second. So you RAID them together, you'll get overhead, should be 2,000. Take out the overhead, you'll get about 1,750, 1,800 megabits per second external drive, aka quick than a blood clot. Yeah, I mean, all right. Gigi says she got questions. Come on, Gigi. I have a Samsung T5 SSD, downloaded software and upgraded. The software says that it doesn't connect to the drive. However, the drive is in my Finder. Bummerclot. What the frog am I doing wrong? Okay, first of all, never install that software from these SSDs. We don't need that. That's for PC people. We don't have these problems. We're Mac people, right? So you just take this guy, you plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Then you go. You know what? Let's just stop with the boots. Let's show what's up. Let me show my homie what it be. All right, so Lord of mercy. We're gonna come on, Doc, use your brain cells. Why are you stupid? I did something stupid. Go like this, and then we're gonna put on the little camera right here. And then we're gonna open up disk utility. DISK. Disk util. And then while we got that there. How you do that there? All right, disk utility taking a long time to wake up. There it is. There it is. Okay, now I'm gonna hit on this thing. Boom. Pop it like a hot. Pop it like a hot. Pop it like a hot. When it try to get at you. When it get an attitude. I got my rollie on my arm and I'm pulling Sean down in the roller fits because I got it going on. All right, we can go like this. Let me show you. Are you paying attention, Gigi? I need to know that you paying attention. All right, here we go. I'm going to take this Samsung right here, this right here, and I'm going to stick it in my external, like, hard drive hootenanny. Okay, it's in there. Now, I'm going to turn on. Hopefully, it'll mount. Give it a second. Think right over here in this area, it should mount. All right, it says, do you want to ignore this drive, initialize, whatever? So I'm going to say ignore. It did pop up in here, though. Yeah, it did. All right, we're going to ignore this. So there it is, right there. 1 terabyte media, right? All you do is plug in the SSD. It might say Samsung T5 SSD. It might say something. But whatever it say, all you want to do is highlight it right there and then hit the old erase button. Okay, we're going to name this drive GG. All right. Now, how you format it, APFS encrypted, whatever, I don't know. To keep it gangster with older machines, you're going to want to come down to Mac OS Journal Extended. If you don't have to keep it gangster with an older machine on the real deal Holyfield, you can just leave it at APFS. But if you have to ebb and flow between PCs and Mac, you want to come down to exFAT. The drive as you got it out of the box is probably formatted for this or this. And your Mac is going to get stuck when you try to send a file to it larger than 4 gigabytes. So I'm going to go ahead and say Mac OS Journs, right? And then the GUID partition map is important if you ever want to boot from that drive. I kind of don't care, but I'll just leave it there. You know what I'm saying? And then once it's done, I'm going to just go ahead and say, erase that there. How you do that there? How you do that there? All right, there it is. It's done. So that's what you need to do, GG. All of that other stuff that they be trying to get you to do, like adding the Samsung files and all, man, throw that mess in the trash. It ain't nothing nice. It ain't nothing we need. It's stuff that's designed for PC people. A lot of times they'll put a little Mac skin on it, you know, but it'd be trash. And what they want you to do too is look at like the smart queue is over here. It kind of like lets you know when the drive is, you know, good to go. GG, get it? Good to go. But we don't really need that. You know, the Mac will tell you. Mac is smarter than PC. So unfortunately, these drives, when you buy them at the store, they're made for the masses. And at the moment, PC still has that thing, especially if you buy it from Best Buy or something like that. They're designing it to be bulletproof for PC users. So, hey, it's a thing, girl. Let me check. Brother Phil in the building. Okay, you can fix your avatar. Just make it a giant A. Full Yens Henri. Sac passe. Yes, you can move files based on the source they came from, i.e. if the file came from epidemic.com, you can move it. And that's what was crazy, because with my old setup, I had things like that. I had set up that if I download a file from somethinghub.com, it would move it into the hidden folder. Joke. Absolutely a joke. account when you look at them 2 terabytes. Yo, but you need that, man. You need that. You need that. All right. Initially, the drive didn't recognize Oh, really? Yeah. Hey. Oh, but you're on your PC, so yeah, that's why that stuff is there. The second person to catch Elroy. That's funny, Sonny. The reason why that's funny is we was just literally talking about Alice and Hazel and Rosie, so we were already on the subject, which is funny. But I love the Jetsons, like hands down, pretty much one of my favorite shows as a kid. Jasmine, yes, that was a great question. Oh, now, Rich, you think now Backblaze requires APFS? I gotta double check that. I don't know, but I've been. No, I don't think so, because my externals are upgraded. My externals are backed up, and I don't think any of my externals are APFS. But I'll double check. I mean, they may have done some up stuff. The drive shows up. Yeah, so the drive should show up, right? But you still want to format it. Anytime you buy an external drive from the shelf, Mac people should format it first, because it's just the way it works. Because okay, here's where people run into drama. As a matter of fact, in my channel, right, I have this video that I've done on what that thing is, the Apple Photos library and moving the file, right? If you go move photos library to external drive in YouTube, one of the first videos to pop up is this blockhead fool right here, right? You know what I'm saying? And then in this video, right, the number one, I got the number 2 video. This dude got 1.9 million. I don't know how he passed me, but it's because it's 5 years old. But mine's only a year old, 160,000. Not a bad look. But we don't do vanity metrics around these parts. One of the number one questions that comes up down here in the mints is, I tried to move my library, but this ain't working. Like, seriously, that comment comes up all the time. And the reason for that, gangster girl, GG, is because, again, if it's formatted for PC, PCs do not understand files over 4 gigs unless it's in exFAT. Right? If it's in standard FAT32, you don't have 4 gig files. If you guys remember back in the day, if you had a 40D, 50D, 60D, 5D Mark I, like whenever you went to go put in your car for your movie films from your weddings or whatnot, you had like 100 films, because it had to break the movies up at every 4 gigs, right? When Windows 10 came out, that kind of fixed it a little bit, but they tend to maintain backwards compatibility all the way back to 1981, which is admirable but ignorant. So that 81 was like a long time ago. So in the process of doing that, you have this 4 gigabyte file limit, because nobody thought files would get bigger than 4 gigabytes, and it becomes a problem. And this is also why people's emails would crash, because once attachments got big, remember back in the day, you had a 2 megabyte file limit on sending anything through email, and you had a 2 gigabyte file limit for your email box size. And then people had been running like the ancient version of Office in like a modern era. So like they're still running like Office 2003. And then around 2006, their whole computer died. It's because their mailbox, after we started sending attachments in like, dirty pictures through the email boxes got too big, and the PST file got so big, the machines couldn't read it. And so it just crashed the machine. Right. And so that's the reason why any Mac user get any drive. And before you put anything on that drive, just go to disk utility, format it as a Mac. Life is good in the hood. It just solves things. Download to exFAT for testing for drive speed. Just order USB-C cable to get faster read writes than 540. Yeah, that'll work. That should cover it. What's up, Tom? Good to see you here. You don't believe it. Shut up, camera junkie. Didn't file if you yes. Yes, it does. It still does, Mr. Brother Phil. Jasmine, that was close to Q colon. Your keyboard is off, but I love you. All right, loop back bundle. Should I purchase to use with Ecamm? And no, Rodecaster Pro. You know, that's a good question. You kind of only need loop back, but I like having hijack on hand, but you don't have to have it. It is a love but not need. It's like that extra cheese, right? You don't really need extra cheese, but extra cheese tastes good. That's what it is. I mean, that's what it is in these streets. Miss Eileen, I didn't say any bad words yet. Cal Digit T3 Plus and playing the Element 4 Hub to go directly to your Mac Mini. Okay, Hub first, T3 Plus second. Gangster. That's the answer. Oh, yeah, I can see where XFAT might cause that problem. Yes, what that girl name is, Dina? Yes, put the Hub first and then the dock second if you are going to daisy chain it, because one of the things that Thunderbolt 4 brought to the party that Thunderbolt 3 didn't really have is really dope daisy chaining. And people don't understand that, and then be like, I don't know why you call it Thunderbolt 4, because Mac don't really have Thunderbolt 4 ports. Yes, they do. They still classify it as Thunderbolt 3/4, and it's to let you know that there's no performance improvement by going to Thunderbolt 4, but what Thunderbolt 4 did was add the stack protocols for USB 4 plus daisy chaining. That's it. And all Thunderbolt 4s are 40 gigabits per second, whereas not necessarily the case. Anyway, I love when nerds try to school me on nerd. I'm like, man, I was nerd before you was born. Sit your ass down. Sit down. Guard your grill. You can't wrong. You can't be still. All right, I'm feeling musical today. Sorry. Man, I don't know if I cleaned these glasses or made them worse. Hey, gang. You are not in the streaming business if you don't have a box of these laying around your house. Like, everybody need a box of these, right? And then also this, if you need the big bottle. This is the Zeiss lens cleaner wipes. Hey, I can see y'all now. Dang, whoa, I shouldn't have cleaned my glasses before I looked at Rich's comment, though. Wow. Damn, I'm just saying. Found it. Yes, Gigi. Yes. Oh, Miles, this is the whole point, player. This is the whole point. Let me dive into this in a second. Let me just finish checking on your questions. And Paul, I think Jasmine was trying to get there. I don't know how she got the plus all the way up there, but hey, I'm here for it. Shoot. I'm asking because Element 4s aren't recognized, but what? Aren't recognized, but the mic is double check the cable. Miss Lady Girl, what happens, you know how USB-C cables and Thunderbolt cables look exactly and precisely the same? Double check the cable and look for see that little bitty lightning bolt on the cable? Might be hard. There it is. See that lightning bolt? And where mine says 4, right, chill, make sure you got the right cable. Because it's very easy to grab a USB-C cable thinking you got the Thunderbolt cable. You know what I mean? Bruh, Hawaii has like machines, I swear to you, that is popping like Windows 98. And I'm like, fam. And they're running important stuff like the state comptroller's office. Okay, it might have been 11 might fix it. Okay, that's cool. I haven't even had a chance to play with 11. I was going to run a virtualized 11 on my Synology just to, play with it and whatnot. But it is what it is. Jimmy Hicks, what's up, my man? All right, here we go. Gigi is in the building. I believe the basic question. Hey, ain't nothing basic, girl. I got 2 CalDigit docks. Yes. They are daisy chained together, but now I see that Magic Arm looking to add a 3rd. Oh, yes, you can. The cool part about daisy chaining in Thunderbolt 4 is you can daisy chain 127 devices. because the first one counts. It's 128 is the answer, but people don't know how to do computer math. The first one counts as 1. So everything, then you can add 127 more. Boom. Through the chain, through the wire, through the window, through the wire. Sorry, let me stop. Boom. Update that stack. There you go. There you go. And then get some perverted carrots out the garden. Man, oh, JFK, you not said nothing wrong. Didn't know where bruh, why? Why does the HDMI council and the USB council they sit around, right? They're like, hey, yo, man, we should call it HDMI 2.3.5 or something. Just mess all these fools up. Hey, man, you bogarting the joint. Oh, my bad. Here you go. Like, I swear they sit around and get high and just try to make up stuff to mess with us. Because it don't make no sense whatsoever. So I want to smoke whatever they're smoking at the USB and HDMI council. Because I'm telling you. PJ, what's up, PJ? Jasmine asked a wonderful question. See, Jasmine, you came here today to get answered up. Let me explain it to you, Miss Lady Girl. So, if I take this here pluggable Thunderbolt 4 hub and I plug it to my machine, and it has 3 Thunderbolt holes. I speak Hawaiian occasionally. It has 3 Thunderbolt holes right there. And I'm like, you know what? I need some more. Give me some more. And when you walk back every night. Sorry. I could take the next one, stuck it right there, plug it in, and then boom. Now I got 3 more. Daisy chaining, to-kang. So if I needed a bunch of ports, right? This is 12 ports. I got a -1 for each of the connections. And so when I was done with this here stack right here, I could come up with 9 Thunderbolt ports because I can stack them, right? So I could take this one, plug it into this one, plug it into this one, plug it into this one. That's going to take out 1 port apiece, but that gives me 9 more ports that I can use. So I could plug these to my machine in a row and get 9 Thunderbolt ports. What? No, say it ain't so. It's so. I ain't lying. If I'm lying, I'm frying. You know what I mean? And for those of y'all who can't find Thunderbolt hubs in stock, it's because I got them all. I'm quick. I'm lightning fast when it comes to ordering things you might need. The 4 and the lightning bolt, correct. Yep, that's it. Boom, boom, boom. Jasmine says she Oscar Mike. Yo, Ministry of Labor. Oh my goodness. Tell them don't do that. Yes. Daisy chain is 100. It's a calculational type thing. Oh, come on, PJ. Yo, man, girl, we would love to have you in the class. I'm just telling you, do not expect any amounts of professionalism. We cut up. I'm sure that as I scroll down, Paul and them would have set you straight. But yeah, PJ, please come through. We would love to have you. Okay, to expand on my Gigi, all you need to do is just call in, girl. You and Ivy Rose, because right now, you just hey, this is Gigi. How y'all doing? To expand on my question, I wanted to run a Mac Mini and my MacBook without having to disconnect stuff. No, not yet. And I appreciate that. I kind of in the same boat. Like, it would be dope to have a KVM style dock. That's known as a keyboard, video, and mouse. And then what you could do is like plug everything in and have it run 2 computers off of 1 hub. Doesn't quite work that way. It did back in the day. I think now that the speeds are so fast, it's just a little crazy. But that is a good question. And trust me, I got my eyes peeled. If I find something, you're the first person I call. I just called to say I found a KVM switch. There it is, PJ. I knew Paul was on it. Well, actually, that's probably even Paul. Maestro typed that. Paul's somewhere like half asleep. Yo, Jody, what it do, Beef Stew? Good to see you here. Boom. I knew what you meant, Miss Jasmine. I knew exactly what you meant. Hey, Aubrey. Nope, you're not in timeout. Why you in timeout? Why? Aubrey, you never in timeout. Let's see. Let me check to make sure nobody's messing with Aubrey. Let's see. That's super funny. Paul, I appreciate you hiding that message, but it's funny. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Dang, my moderators are good. But nope, Obs, you're not in timeout. You are perfectly fine. Okay, by the way, just ordered the ZV1. Going to see what happens. Plus, got that. Oh, you got the 14 MacBook Pro. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, the Mac Mini is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I can't wait until whatever the Pro version of what this Mac Mini is fixing to be. You know how we just got the M2 Max, M1 Max, and the M1 Pros. When the M1 Pro Mac Mini comes out, space gray, like, 2 extra ports, man, 3 monitors, man. I bought it yesterday. You don't even know. Boom. Jasmine, thank you. Welcome to the party. Yes, because unplugging is definitely crazy. Okay, so Camera Junkie is on point about one thing. I think she means more the dock stuff, though. Because, yeah, the Logitech keyboard does that. My Keychron joint I got over here with the little clickety-clicketies, the one that make this noise here, it has the ability to do a bunch of things. Now, I didn't actually mean to press enter. I was trying to press delete. Oh, well, we'll just call it. We'll just call it a thing. There you go. Paulus, I'm there to protect you from. Love it. Yes, M1 Mac Pro would just be, come on. M1 Pro Mac Mini, I mean, yes. And actually, a Mac Pro, when they come out with the new Mac Pro, whatever this new, Apple new chip-based joint is on, like, hey, it's yesterday. I got those that work perfectly. Yeah. The whole unplugging and plugging stuff is just whack sensation. One whack sensation. All right, let me try something. I want to do this real quick, and let me show you what we're speaking on. So let me come back to this other party I made over here, and then we're going to go tap, tap. Hopefully nothing goes crazy because, again, I am using, what that thing called? Here, I'm going to print this here where I can see. I am using Monterey Beta, and it is a little bit stupid, but I did something stupid. All right, so we're going to put that there. Man, what is this little white box coming from? All right, anyway. So I'm going to temporarily move y'all right here, and then I'm going to temporarily move camera effects up here. All right, so we're going to take time, y'all, for a little bit of bass and a little bit of drum to feel your soul. If I click on here, right, I'm going to do a new joint, right? I'm going to just show you something cool, right? Mr. HD, they're supposed to. That is how you do things. But it's funny. It's funny because, like, people, this cracks me up. People always say, oh, well, so-and-so company is doing so-and-so because they just trying to make money. Yeah, I'm on you. I'm in business. You know what I'm doing? I'm trying to make money. But they have to do that because they are a publicly traded company. Well, people's like, well, if they didn't go publicly traded, then they could just focus on what the people want, not the shareholders. But the companies that are like that normally don't have enough cash influx to make the decisions to do the big things. So it's a catch-22. The advantage of being publicly traded is that as long as your stock is climbing, you have all the cash on hand to do all the innovative stuff that allows you to keep making new stuff, right? But then if they didn't keep trying to make the money so that they could keep making the new stuff, they can't keep making new stuff. So you would get the dopeness, but then they would be stuck, right? And then you have the bigger problem with stuff that you really love. I'm old school. Commodore was freaking the bomb. It was better than Mac or PC. But you know what? They couldn't sustain. Why? Because they didn't have the loot. So, like, it's a catch-22. Like, you know, they have to do things on these cycles so that way they can continue to get the rev earnings to do what they got to do. And it pretty much only affects us bleeding edge people. The beginning users, whatever, they don't even care about half this stuff. So, you know what I mean? I was, GG. It was pretty. It was real pretty. All right. So let me show you something. So I set this joint up right here. And I don't know, can I zoom this in here? All right, let's do this a little bit bigger. This was called Move Past Streams. And so the way I said it, I have a folder. You all have a folder, Ecamm Live Recordings. And then it says, take these past streams if all of these criteria conditions match. Now, I can make this be all, any, or none. So I got it at all right now. Man, there's a fruit fly in here. I'm about to slap that move. Anyway, so if the date created is before this week, right, I want you to scoop the joint up and move it to a folder called ECL Recordings. This folder sits on my NAS because all I need is one mic, right? You guys know I stream a lot, and a lot of times my streams are more than an hour or whatever. Yo, these files get huge. They get hugified in the mug. Like, if I look in here right now and give it a get info, I'm sitting on 17 gigabytes in here right now. Sorry, let me screen shoot this. Get that pap. See, that thing is sitting on right now 17 gigs of stuff, right? So, in big deal, right? No biggie, right? That's just a small little memory stick. Got you. Punk, I'll Mr. Miyagi that ass. So what happens is on a Mac Mini with a 512 hard drive, yo, that 17 gigs get out of hand real quick. And then you find yourself with no more space. So what's going to happen is any streams older than this week will automatically get moved. Now, as I fine tune this, I might separate it and be like within 3 days. Because normally if I am going to pull content to edit, I'm going to pull it within 3 days. But it kind of don't matter because I'm not deleting it. I'm just moving it to someplace else. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of dope how I can make that work, right? So we're going to do something else real quick here. We're going to move this window over here. I'm going to turn off this thing asking me if I want GG to be a time machine drive. I'm going to click this over here and put it back on, let's say, current application. That ain't work. Zoom out window. Nope. Let me take that off. Let me get rid of that. Go primary display. All right. We're just going to leave it like that. It's unfortunate. Having this gigantic monitor is a little bit pain in the butt when you're trying to do this primary display stuff. All right. That doesn't work. Man, this makes me want to get rid of my giant monitor. And that hurts my feelings because I love my giant monitor. So what I'm going to do, actually, you guys can't see the desktop. I'm going to have to go to live demo mode. This is the only way this is going to work. If I go to live demo mode, put you guys back where you go, put this right here. Here's my Hazel window, right? And then off here to the side, you see I have these files, which I don't like nothing on my desktop. Yes, I'm that dude. I don't like none of this. These little screenshots and whatnot, I can't stand this mess on my desktop. It's irritating. Okay, so what I can do is make me a next one, right? Come in here, click plus, add a new folder for Hazel to monitor, right? Or you can create a new folder group, or you can create an import rule, the export rule, like whatever. So I'm gonna say add a new folder for Hazel to monitor. Man, wake up, Maggie. Let me check on y'all while Hazel is spinning over here. This is what happens when you hire people who think out of the box. Eliseo, what's up, my brother? Still traveling? Yep. Dude, I used to build new tech video toasters. There you go. There you go. Oh, damn. Hey, Mr. HD is buying lunch today. Oh, he's back home. All right, good, good. Dude, I got that fruit fly. I'm tired of that thing. Yo, Mr. Singh, how have you been? How have you been? Good to see you. Yes. And let's see. There. It's Hazel. Hazel. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and say I want it to be my desktop folder. That's what we're looking at right here. So I'm going to go ahead and say open this. And then now I'm going to click on this guy. Here, let me see if this, hopefully y'all can see this. Create a new rule style, right? Hazel want access to your desktop folder. Why, yes, that's my girl. All right, so this is going to be like SCREEN clean up. Clean up. So if the name is, right, this is how we fit to do this. So we're going to click over here, and then I'm going to come over here to the side, and I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to just say, boom, I need this. And then I got to come back over here. If the name is, bam. But all I really need to do is say contains. Because if I say is, only the name could be screenshot, right? And then I want to move this to a different folder. So for right now, temporarily, we're going to make a new folder. Over here, my stuff is clean. And then we're going to call it and I think I have to change just for a second, do this so that it doesn't confuse itself. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to create a circular motion where it's looking for the pattern screenshot, and this folder is also named screenshot. So I just past tensed it and call it screenshoots. All right. So now I'm going to say I want it to go to this folder, right? And then we're going to pick the folder that we want. So I want to say other, and then I'm going to pick this, right? And I'm going to say open. So while we in here, what we can do is test to see how this fitting to look, right? So it matches all of these rules. Okay, that other one is too close. Let me go ahead and change the file name, the folder here, and just do this. Yeah, see, like I said, I was creating a circular thing. And because of Aubrey, I'm gonna hit the Z. All right. Nope, can't even do that, because screen is in there. All right, let's test it first before I change it again. So let's go here and go to other, and then move this over, and we're going to say open that, and then we're going to check the rule. Nope, still too close. Still too close. All right, so let me come back. I'm going to just say grabs. I'm going to take the word screen out. And then close this. Hit that other real quick. It should be correct. And then do the test. I don't know why it's matching. Anyway, let's go ahead and do one of these. This is a test trial. And let's try to run the rule against this. Boom. That perfectly matches, right? So it's going to move. So I'm going to go ahead and say save this. And then now I'm going to back out. And we should be able to run the whole rule, right? Now that I did it, so I'm going to go ahead and say run the rule now. And it's, there you go. It picked everything up, put it away. Boom. It worked though, Patrice. I'm not trying to ban Patrice. What the heck? I love Patrice. Patrice is my homie. That's funny. But yeah, it worked now. See, so I was able to grab it. Pat, first of all, how the hell you been? And yes, it did work. So that's something that we did. So what I did with that in my setup was I made it so that it takes all of the old live streams, as soon as they're done, let them sit there for like a week and then pick it up and move it to the NAS. Now, here's the other thing I can do. I'm going to go back in now. I got to dig into an old drive pre-Catalina and look at my Hazel rules and see if I can export them, import them, because I had lots of stuff set up in there. Or I just built from scratch, but I'm going to have it do things like look at my Final Cut folders and then warn me that they're getting past a certain size. What I can do then is right-click on the, open it in Final Cut, right-click on it, say discard the rendered media. All of this stuff is just going to like free things up. You know what I'm saying? I got to say, boom. Yeah, the 14 is legit. The 14 feels so good. Pat, we're going to have to do a get together, like a little zoomy zoom, and then run through all of the Hazels again. I can't believe that I killed it. Oh, there you go. Pat, there you go. Pat just gave another good answer. Let's go back and fix that real quick. So go back to Open Hazel, and then before I do this, I'm going to hit plus. Let me zoom in just a taste. Before I hit plus, I can go to kind or extension, right? Because I think I'm extensioning. I think I'm making PNGs. I forget. I think I defaulted to PNGs. So let me move that. Let me slide this back over here. Come down just a taste. So the extension is, I can just do PNG, right? And then boom, now it's working. Now it's cooking with Pam. There you go. There you go. So now I'm going to save that. And now let's check this out. We're going to back out here real quick. Back out. Watch this. I'm going to take this little area right here. Command-Shift-4. Hit the thing. Boom. Just took a screenshot. Screenshot should save it in a second to the desktop. And then Hazel should... Woo-hoo! There it is. There it is. Patrice, I love you. Look at that. There it is. That just made it even better. That just made it even better. You see that? Who is Hazel and where can I find she? She is at noodlesoft.com. Noodlesoft. NOODLESOFT.com. I swear to you, it's super funny because Hazel is life. And I can't believe after it broke in Catalina, I forgot about it. And I'm over here punching myself in the face trying to figure this out for the last couple of weeks about moving stuff to my NAS. Anyway, Patrice, when did you pop up in here? Yes, it is super, super duper dope. So Paul has some Hazel stuff, some ideas. And then I know that Patrice and Jerry, my other friend Jerry, they both got some ideas. So I can double check and see what kind of stuff they're doing. But Patrice, if you have one that you do that you like to use that's pretty handy, share it in the chat real quick just so that we can know. But yes, this is good. So I don't know who RB is talking to. I'm assuming it's Gigi. But yeah, so I went to the store and I peeped out the 16 and the 14. And the notebook for me would just literally be for being able to write blogs and do, correspondence and stuff on the fly. I could do it on my iPad right now, but I don't know. Something about new shiny metal things with Mac logos work well for me. So I've been thinking about getting it. And when I went to go look at the 16 is too big. And I was worried that typing on the 14 might be awkward because I have, gigantic hands. But it turns out it's just the speakers. The keyboard is exactly the same, so it doesn't really matter. In my opinion, I feel like the 14 is just a doper thing. I really, really do. If it's going to sit on your desk and never travel, 16 all day, every day, not even a thought. But if you want to stuff it in the bag and take it somewhere, I feel like the 14 is the maneuver. I just do. I don't know why. I just do. But then again, you got to go to the Apple store. Actually, no. Yeah, you got one. You got one right down the street at the mall. I went there while we was there. There's an Apple Store in that freaking massive mall on the way to Schenectady. You just go and lay hands on it. One thing, the 16 is 1.5 pounds heavier than the 14. And I was like, nah, fam, nah. So I think I want a 14. But yeah, I'm like vacillating back and forth. Boom. Patrice, you got any good Hazel ideas to share with us before we round up and then I'm going to class? And how are things in lovely Vienna? Checking on my peoples over here. Let me just make sure we didn't miss any good chats. Anything important folks might had to have said. What you got, Gigi? What you got? Let it go. Obbs is sitting on the couch. Oh, Keely, you know what is super funny? Yeah, Crossgate Mall. That's what I was trying to remember. Crossgate Mall. Hey, Elaine, good to see you was in Hot Atlanta. Keely, back when I had my 17, my beloved 17, my favorite Mac ever was probably my 17-inch MacBook Tank. Like, I freaking love that machine. But you be getting ready to get on a flight, and you pull out the little tray table, and you reach under the chair, you get your little bag out, and you put the 17 on the tray table, and I swear the airplane would go, because that sucker was big. But then when you go to open it, you can only do, where's my thing right here? This is how anybody that had a 17-inch MacBook Pro, this is how you looked on the plane, because the chair in front of you, like if you could get it to this, they would hit the button to lean back, and then you got to go like that. So you got this gigantic thing on the plane, and you like this trying to see under it because you couldn't get it all the way up. And then even if you pull the tray table back, you can still only get it to about your thick. So that was about the most you could open it. One problem. The second problem, with 17 inches of screen on a dark plane, see, when you fly in Hawaii, you be coming overnight, bruh, you glow like 1/4 of the cabin. People in the corner were like, can you close the damn computer? I'm trying to take a nap. Man, shut up, I'm working. Yo, that thing was freaking bright. It was stupid. So if you imagine that with today's modern screen, which are probably like 4x brighter, yo, DARPA might have to be like, there's a bright object moving in at about, 50 knots at about 43,000 feet. Oh no, that's Hawaiian Airlines Flight 50. Doc busted out his 17-inch MacBook again. They were like, oh, okay. So, yes, it is. I loved my 17, but that thing was a beast. And whenever you had to carry that sucker through the airport, by the time you got to your destination, you had to take Motrin because your back was out of whack from carrying that damn thing around. OneDrive to upload your photo to Hazel's and sort them. What the girl name is. Gretchen, pay attention. Because, yes, this also works. I used to use Hazel a lot to just tag my photos. Let me show you something. I have a drive over here. Her name is Namiria. It is named after Game with the Thrones. All right. So let me do this real quick. And then let me open up Screen Share. Payal. And then tuck this in real quick. Man, I need to figure out a way to make it default to my secondary monitor aspect ratio. I don't know if you could do this, but if not, I'm going to tell the boys. So, this might be a little hard to see, but if you notice next to each of these here folders, there's orange dots or there's purple dots. Orange dots is photos from various trips, right? 4th of July, stuff when I was testing the A6400, a B Alpha event that I had did, Kyoto, Hiroshima, what else? Nagoya. I go to Japan a lot, as you can see. Photocon 2019, another Photocon 2019, different library, need to consolidate, San Diego. And then the video joints are all purple. So all of these are video dumps, Filmic Pro, drone, a 256 card memory dump that I dropped in, a bunch of transitions for Final Cut, WeTransfer because somebody sent me some stuff. Solid State, that's the name of one of my joints. San Diego videos saved from the A6100 and the A6400, right? Boom, that's all in there. And then my B-roll joints, boom, Osmo Pocket. Also from the Osmo Pocket, right? You see what I'm saying? So what Hazel was able to do is I can make it so that when I import one of these things with the folders, it's watching to where I import them. And then it's called the watch folder. After a certain amount of time, when it looks inside the folder and realizes everything inside that folder is a raw file, it will tap it orange, send it over there. Any movie files would get tapped purple, LGL, hello, and send it over there. And then I got the random ones that you don't see here. I think I had the blue, my DJ music and stuff is also labeled differently. That gets moved somewhere else too. So yes, you can have Hazel do that type of cleaning up for you. Then you can go back in and then mess with some things. So there you go. There's another one. I'm just telling you, gang, Hazel, she's the business. She's the business. The business. RB, best thing you ever did was sold all of that Canon stuff. The 17 was like a cafeteria tray. Oh, that is so funny. That is so funny. Dude, the SE30 was one of my favorite. On OneDrive, auto uploads the photos from iOS. Dope. Yo, that 17 was definitely the truth. So it's funny. The modern 16 that we were talking about earlier is very close to it, though. If you see the modern 16 right now, the one that just came out, it is very, 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 very close to the 17. It's only a little bit off because of back then we had bezels, right? So that 17 was really 16.9, is a thing. Paul said you could light a small city with that 17. Man, I love that computer. That computer was gangsta. Automatically sort invoices, OCR them, and sort them based on context. Okay, I see. All right, I see. That's pretty dope. Man, Patrice, we're going to have to just have you pop on, and then we just do a show where we talk about some of the Patrice. If you need to find Patrice on the internet, type the Patrice, you'll find Patrice. And then see what you're doing with some of your automation stuff. Patrice is a developer and a dear friend and a pain in my ass. I'm joking, Pat. So, yeah, you should pop on one day. We talk automation and old school catch up. Yeah, super cool. Anyway, gang, I'm going to go eat breakfast before we get ready for class. Those of you guys who are down with the Drop Squad, you can come to class today. We're just going to be setting up some things to make ourselves more productive for the next year. Mr. Parker, you are late for class. You have got to clean erasers, Parker. Good to see you here, though. And then next week is a holiday, so no stream next week. But maybe the week after, which will be New Year's Eve, I believe. No, that'll be New Year's Day, man. Hold up. Oh, you know what? You can type Fantastical date. All right, let's check out the schedule. Next week is the 25, and the Saturday after that is the 1. Maybe New Year's Day, if my family's not getting on my nerves, will come through. But next week is a holiday, so nope. I'll be Christmasing it. Okay, so let's just go ahead and carry this out. Tuesday morning, the 21st, I'll come on. Maybe it'll be a short show, but I'll see you on the 21st. The 25th, hell no, I'm sleeping. On the 1st, I want to say yeah, but no. I'm going to tell you why. Don't nobody get mad. You guys know I love you. But at this time, on the 1st, it's a bowl game between Oklahoma State and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Go Irish! So maybe I'll pop on after the game just to bother you guys. But we will have class because that comes on after the game. We'll have a class on New Year's Day if you guys want to come in. It'll normally be pretty casual and just hanging out. Yeah. So, yes, Christmas Day, no. New Year's Day, hard maybe. But Tuesday the 21st, you will see me. Real quick, just to say what's up. I'm with Gigi. Gigi's like, the hell with y'all. See you on the 8th. Yes, I like Gigi. Gigi. Oh, bruh, there's so many fireworks popping off in Honolulu. Bruh, you know how it is. It is crazy. Mr. G said, when you're playing a video from Ecamm using the video option, some of the M4V audio plays with Ecamm, some don't. It's super simple. When you play a... Why am I dumb? New scene. And I'm going to do this. All right. I'm going to show you. It's super simple. There's nothing to this. If you play a movie as a movie, it will play the sound, right? But if you play a movie as a boom, here, I'll show you real quick. If I drag this movie in here as an overlay, like this, it's going to play as an animated overlay. So there would be no sound. Right? There just isn't. But if I drag the movie in and ask it to go full screen, it'll play the sound. Right? Can you hear that? So that's the difference.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
Yes, you did. You covered everything. And one of the things that one of the questions.
So whenever a movie is played from this icon up here, sound will come out. If you playing it from in overlay section, there's no sound unless you convert it to a WebM. And it has nothing to do with M4V or MOV or anything like that, because those are just containers. They have zero to do with the cost of tea in China. It just doesn't. People want it to be that, but no, it has nothing to do with anything. So there you go. I know, right? Keely just throwing that red card. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's super funny. Yeah, man. Normally on the holiday like that, I'm in Kailua with the fam, and they got nothing better to do but just throw just enormous amounts of crazy. You guys want to see something incredible? I'll show you incredible.
But yeah, that's the difference between...
First of all, like, that gorgeous queen in the back is Gigi, and she was the perfect backdrop for me to make dirty martinis with all these olives, because Anna wanted to drink those. But that's just that iPhone footage. I heard you yesterday. The iPhone footage is delicious. I'm just telling you, folks, the iPhone footage is all the way delicious. Anyway, gang, let's play some music. Thank you, Mr. Michael. I'll see you guys. See you in class. Let's do it.
Another one.